Domain 4. Describe Azure General Security and Network Security features. Domain 4. Azure General Security and Network Security features. In this model, we will cover the following topics. Under Azure General Security, we will cover Azure Security Center, Azure Key Vault, Azure Sentinel, and Azure Dedicated Host. Under Azure Network Security, we will cover concept of defense in depth, network security group, Azure Firewall, and Azure DDoS protections. Azure Security Center. The Azure Security Center is a unified infrastructure security management system that strengthens your security postures of your data centers and provides advanced protection across your hybrid workloads in cloud. Whether these workloads is in Azure or not, or in your on-premise data centers, keeping your resource safe is a joint effort between your cloud providers, that is Azure, and you, the customer. You have to make sure that workloads are secure as you move to cloud, and at the same time, infrastructure as a service that is more customer responsibility compared to platform as a service and software as a service. The Azure Security Center provides you the tool to harden your network, secure your services, make sure that you're on top of your security posters. Using Azure Security Center, you can strengthen your security posters. Security Center assesses your environment and enables you to understand the status of your resources and whether they are secure. Using Azure Security Center, it helps to protect against threats. Security Center assesses your workloads and raises threat prevention recommendations and security alerts. Using Azure Security Center, you can get your resource secure faster. In Security Center, everything is done in cloud with a speed. Because it is natively integrated, deployment of Security Center is easy, providing you with the auto provisioning and production with Azure services. This includes managing and enforcing your security policies and your making sure your Azure virtual machines, non-Azure servers, Azure PaaS services are compliant. Security Center provides you with the tool you need to have a bird's eye view on your workloads with focused visibility on your network security of your resources. Azure Key Vault. Azure Key Vault is a cloud service that provides a secure store for secrets. You can securely store keys, passwords, certificates, and other secrets. Now, to explain Azure Key Vault in layman's terms, that is, Azure Key Vault provides a store where you can manage all your keys and secrets effectively. What is the difference between your keys and secrets? It is a simple concept. Keys are being referred to term like your encryption keys. However, secrets can be any sensitive data like your SQL database connection, string, or storage access credentials. Azure Key Vault provides you with secrets management. Azure Key Vault can be used to securely store and tightly control access to tokens, passwords, certificates, API keys, and other secrets. Using Azure Key Vault, it also provides you with the key management. Azure Key Vault can also be used as a key management solution. Azure Key Vault makes it easy to create and control the encryption keys used to encrypt your data. Certificate management. Azure Key Vault is also a service that lets you easily provision, manage, and deploy public and private transport layer security or secure socket layer SSL or TLS certificate for use with Azure and your internal connected resources. Azure Key Vault also provides a centralized application secrets. Centralizing storage of application secrets in Azure Key Vault allows you to control their distributions. Key Vault greatly reduces the chances that secrets may be accidentally leaked. When using Key Vault, application developers no longer need to store secrets or security information in their applications. Not having to store security information in applications eliminates the need to make this information part of the code. For example, an application may need to connect to a database. Instead of storing the connection string in application code, you can store it securely in Key Vault. Your application can securely access the information they need by using the URLs. These URLs allows the application to retrieve a specific version of secret. There's no need to write custom code to protect any of the secret information stored in Key Vault. Next is securely store secrets and keys. Using Azure Key Vault, you can securely store secrets and keys, and access to Key Vault requires proper authorization before a caller can get access. Authentication establishes the identity of the caller, while authorization determines the operation that they are allowed to perform. Authentication is done through Azure Active Directory. Authorization may be done through Azure Role-Based Access Control or Key Vault Access Policy. Azure Role-Based Access Control is used when dealing with management of vaults, and Key Vault Access Policy is used when attempting to access data stored in the vault. Azure Key Vault may be either software protected or with Azure Key Vault's premium tier, hardware protected by hardware security models. With Azure Key Vault, you can monitor access and use. Once you have created a couple of key vaults, you will want to monitor how and when your keys and secrets are being accessed. You can monitor activity by enabling logging for your vaults. You can configure Azure Key Vault to archive a storage account, stream to your event hub, and send the logs to Azure Monitor Logs. You have control over your logs, and you may secure them by restricting access, and you may also delete logs that you no longer need. Finally, with Azure Key Vault, you can provide you with the simplified administration of application secrets. When storing valuable data, you must take several steps. Secure information must be secured. It must follow a life cycle, and it must be highly available. Azure Key Vault simplifies the process of meeting these requirements by removing the need for in-house knowledge of hardware security models, scaling up on short notice to meet your organization usage spikes, replicating the content of your key vault within a regions and to a secondary regions, providing standard Azure administrations options to a portal, Azure CLI, and PowerShell, and automating certain tasks of certificates that you want to purchase from public certificate authorities such as enrollment and renewal. Azure Sentinel. Microsoft Azure Sentinel is a scalable, cloud-native security information event management and security orchestration automated response solutions. Azure Sentinel delivers intelligent security analytics and threat intelligence across the enterprise, providing a single solution for alert detections, threat visibility, proactive hunting, and threat response. With Azure Sentinel, you can perform the following. You can collect cloud security. You can collect data at cloud scale across all users, devices, applications, and infrastructure, both on premises and in multiple clouds. With Azure Sentinel, you can detect threats. You can detect previously undetected threats and minimize false positive using Microsoft Analytics and parallel threat intelligence. You can also investigate critical incidents, inve- investigate threats with artificial intelligence, and hunt for suspicious activities at scale, tapping into years of cybersecurity of Microsoft. Finally, with Azure Sentinel, you can respond to incidents rapidly with built-in orchestrations and automation of common tasks. Azure Dedicated Host. Microsoft Azure Dedicated Host allows customers to run their virtual machines on dedicated host not shared with other customers. Azure Dedicated Host is a service that provides the physical servers that are able to host one or more virtual machines dedicated to one Azure subscriptions. The real host or same physical servers used in our data centers. Provided as a resource, you can provision dedicated hosts within your regions, algorithm zones, and fault domain. Then you can place VMs directly into your provision host in whatever configuration best meets your needs. Azure Dedicated Host provides the following benefits. Hardware isolations. Hardware isolations at a physical server level. No other VMs will be placed on a host. The real hosts are deployed in the same data centers and share the same network and underlying storage infrastructure as other non-isolated hosts. Control over maintenance. Control over maintenance events initiated by the Azure platform, while a majority of maintenance events have little to impact on Azure virtual machines. There are some sensitive workloads where each seconds of pass can have an impact. With dedicated host, you can opt in a maintenance window to reduce the impact of your service. Azure Hybrid Benefit. With Azure Hybrid Benefit, you can bring your own licenses for Windows and SQL to Azure. using hybrid benefits provides you with the additional benefits. A host group is a resource that represents a collection of dedicated hosts. You need to create a host group in regions and availability zones and add host to it. A host is a resource mapped to a physical server in Azure Data Center. The physical server is allocated when host is created. A host is created within host groups. Host has a SKU describing which VM size can be created. Each host can host multiple VMs of different sizes as long as they are from same size series. Azure concept of defense in depth. Defense in depth is a security risk management approach that defines multiple layers of security controls in an IT environment so that if a security attack is not caught by one layer, the multiple layers increases the overall security score of the environment and reduce the portability of security breach by a huge margin. Sometimes defense in depth is also referred to as castle defense, as it resembles the security defense techniques employed in castles historically, where an enemy had to first cross multiple barriers at a castle periphery before attacking the castle. With the rapid expansion of cloud computing, the need for defense in depth strategy has increased many folds. Here in this diagram, we could see the different security layers in a cloud environment. The cloud security is a shared responsibility. Each of the security layer is the responsibility of either the cloud provider or the customer. First layer is physical security. Microsoft owns the Azure data centers and manages physical security at all the locations. Only authorized personnel have access to different areas of data centers. Second layer is identity and access. All Azure resources are governed and controlled through Azure Active Directory, which is a central identity plane. Further, you can control access to your Azure resources using role-based access control. Users can be granted higher privileges just in time using Azure Privilege Identity Management. Third layer is perimeter. By default, Azure enables basic distributed denial of service DDoS protections, which comes with always on traffic monitoring and real time mitigations of common network level attacks. The standard tier of DDoS protections provides additional capabilities to protect against volumetric attacks, protocol attacks, and application attacks. Fourth layer is network. You can filter the network traffic to and from Azure resources in an Azure virtual network through network security groups, which contains security rules allowing or denying traffic. Under Azure Security Center standard pricing tier, you can lock down inbound traffic to your Azure VMs with just-in-time VM access. Fifth layer is compute. Azure Security Center provides protections against threats by its ability to process signals and detect security threats like RDP brute force attacks and SQL injections. The Security Center also gives a secure score based, based on the assessment of the security postures of your environment. Sixth layer is applications. The application gateways and web application firewall provide centralized protections of your web applications from common exploits and vulnerabilities. Azure Front Door is another service that allows you to author custom web application firewall rules for access control to protect your HTTP or HTTPS workload from exploitation based on client IP address, country code, and HTTP parameters. A managed identity from Azure Active Directory allows your app to easily access other Azure Active Directory protected resources such as Azure Key Vault. The identity is managed by Azure Platform and does not require you to provision or rotate any secrets. The final layer is data. Data is encrypted at rest for both structured and unstructured data. You can further control access to the data using authentication mechanism. Network security group, which is also called as NSG. Network security group are used to limit network traffic to resources in a virtual network. A network security group contains a list of security rules that allows or deny inbound or outbound network traffic based on source or destinations, IP addresses, port, and protocol. NSE can be associated to a subnet or individual network interface. You can use an Azure network security groups to filter network traffic to and from Azure resources in an Azure virtual network. A network security group contains security rules that allows or deny inbound network traffic to or outbound network traffic from a several type of Azure resources. For each rule, you can specify resources and destinations, port and protocol. Network security group security rules are evaluated by priority using the information's source, source port, destinations, destination port, and protocol to allow or deny a traffic. When a NSE is associated to a subnet, rules apply to all resources connected to a subnet. Traffic can further be restricted by also associating NSE to individual network interfaces within a subnet that already has a associated NSE. An individual subnet can have 0 or 1 associated NSE. Individual network interface can also have 0 or 1 associated NSE. So you can effectively have a dual traffic restrictions for virtual machines by associating an NSE first to a subnet and then another NSE to VM network interface. In this example, for inbound traffic, the subnet network security group is evaluated first. Any traffic allowed through subnet NSD is then evaluated by VM NSD. Reverse is applicable for outbound traffic, with VM network security groups being evaluated first. Any traffic allowed through VM NSD is then evaluated by the subnet NSD. This allows for granular security rule applications. For example, you might want to allow inbound internet access to a few application VMs, such as front-end VM, under subnet, but restrict inbound internet access to other VMs, such as databases and other backend VMs. In this case, you can have a more lenient rule and on the subnet network security group, allowing internet traffic and restrict access to specific VMs by denying access to VM NSG. The same can be applied to for outbound traffic when setting up such NSG configurations. Ensure that the correct priorities are applied to the security rules. Rules are processed in priority order with lower number processed before higher numbers. Because lower numbers have high priorities, once traffic matches the rules, processing stops. As a result, any rules that exist with low priorities that have the same attributes as rules with high priorities are not processed. You may not always be aware when network security groups are applied to both network interface and a subnet. You can verify the aggregate rules applied to network interface by viewing the effective security rules for network interface. You can also use IP flow verify capability in Azure Network Watcher to determine whether a communication is allowed to and from network interface. The tool tells whether communication is allowed and which network security rules allows or denies traffic. Azure Firewall. Azure Firewall is a managed cloud-based network security services that protects your Azure network resources. It is a fully stateful firewall as a service with built-in high availability and unrestricted cloud scalabilities. Azure Firewall offers the following features: built-in high availability. High availability is built-in, so no additional load balancers are required, and there is nothing you need to configure. Unrestricted cloud scalability. Azure Firewall can scale up as much as you need to accommodate changing network traffic flows, so you don't need to budget your peak traffic. Application FQDN filtering rules. You can limit outbound HTTPS traffics to a specified list of fully qualified domain names, including wildcards. This feature doesn't require SSL terminations. Network traffic filtering rules. You can centrally create allow or deny network filtering rules by source and destination IP address, port, and protocol. Azure Firewall is fully stateful, so it can be distinguished legitimate packets for different types of connections. Rules are enforced and logged across multiple subscriptions and virtual networks. FQDN tags. FQDN tags makes it easy for you to allow well-known Azure Service Networks traffic through your firewall. For example, say you want to allow Windows Update network traffic through your firewall. You create an application rule and include the Windows Update tag. Now network traffic from Windows Update can flow through your firewall. Outbound AZ-900 support. All outbound virtual network traffic IP addresses are translated to Azure Firewall public IP. You can identify and allow traffic originating from your virtual networks to remote internet destinations. Inbound DNAT support. Inbound network traffic to your firewall public IP addresses is translated and filtered to a private IP addresses on your virtual networks. Azure Monitor Logging. All events are integrated with Azure Monitor, allowing you to archive logs to storage account, streaming events to event hubs, and send them to log analytics. Azure DDoS protections. Distributed denial of service DDoS attacks are some of the largest vulnerability and security concerns facing customers that are moving their application to cloud. A DDoS attacks attempts to exhaust an application resources, making the application unavailable to legitimate users. DDoS attacks can be targeted at any endpoint that is publicly reachable through the internet. Azure DDoS protection is available in two types: Azure DDoS Basics and Azure DDoS Standard. DDoS protection basics requires no user configurations or application changes. DDoS protection basics helps protect all Azure services, including PaaS services like Azure DNS. Azure DDoS protection standard combined with application design best practices provides enhanced DDoS mitigations tuned to help protect your specific Azure resources in a virtual network. Protection in a simple to enable on any new or existing virtual networks, and it requires no application or resource changes. Some of the features of Azure DDoS protections are native platform integrations. Natively integrated into Azure includes configurations through Azure Portal. DDoS protection standard understands your resource and resource configurations. Next important features of DDoS protection is always on traffic monitoring. Your application traffic patterns are monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, looking for indicators of DDoS attacks. DDoS protection standard instantly and automatically mitigates the attack once it is detected. Multi-layer protections. When deployment with web application firewall, DDoS protection standard protection protects both a network layer, layer 3 and layer 4 offered by Azure DDoS protection standard and application layer, layer 7 offered by web application firewall. Offerings include Azure Application Gateway, WAF, SKUs, as well as third-party web applications firewall offerings available in Azure Marketplace. Attack analytics. Get detailed reports in 5 minutes increment during an attack and compute summary after attack ends. Stream mitigation flow logs to Azure Sentinel or an online or offline security information and event management system for near real-time monitoring during attack. Attack metrics. Summarize metrics from each attack accessible through Azure Monitor. Attack alerting. Alerts can be configured at start and stop of attack and over the attack durations using built-in attack metrics. Alert integrate into operational softwares like Microsoft Azure, Monitor Logs, Splunk, Azure Storage, Email, and Azure Portal. DDoS Rapid Response. Engage the DDoS Productions Rapid Response team for help with attack investigation and analysis. Adaptive tunings. Intelligent traffic profiling learns your application traffic cover time and select and updates the profile that is most suitable for your service. The profile adjusts as the traffic changes over time. Finally, we have cost guarantee. Receives data transfers and application scale out service credit for resource cost incurred as a result of documented DDoS attacks.